So in this video, we are going to cover standard setup points of performance for 21.2, which is also 17.1.
And for those that have been doing our throwdowns, you're welcome. We just tested a version of this a few weeks ago.
Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're on our road to 35K subscribers. And when we hit that milestone, we're going to give away a Black Zinc Rogue 2.0 barbell. Let us know your strategy for this workout in the comments below. That comment is what's going to enter you into the giveaway. Once we reach that 35,000 subscriber milestone, we'll use a random YouTube comment generator on one of these videos where we promoted the giveaway to draw a worldwide winner for that bar. So all you got to do is be subscribed and comment below to enter. Mia, what are your thoughts about this one?
I want to do more wall walks. Stop being so negative about the workout, Mia. 17.1, not to be negative. It's the repeat I didn't want to see, but I think that a lot of people will improve because when it did come out originally, no one had done a dumbbell snatch before, and now I feel like it's in the list of movements that is
People
repeated.
do all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
I love repeats because I said this last week actually about the cool thing of the sport is you're always retested or there's unknowable things, but the really cool thing about retests is that you see how much better, and it's an objective way of saying like I have gotten better or worse at the sport over the years.
I think for most people that have been consistently training, so that's the big caveat.
Yes.
If you've been training for the last 4 years and you haven't tested this again since 2017, I think there's a good likelihood that you're going to improve on the workout, and that should be the standard that you set for yourself is to PR. I think we've saw 3 of the 4 people that they had demoed had an improvement of about 15% in their total time. So maybe that's a starting point of a target for you to set for yourself.
For sure. So let's talk about standards. The first thing that we always say, go to the game site and make sure you read every single one. We're just going to kind of touch on the main one. So Mia, you can go ahead and kick that off for us.
These are the standards for the RX division. So if you're in a master's division that they change it, scale division, go look, it's going to be different. But don't have to redo the workout like everybody had to do last week. Set a piece of tape down, cutting down the middle of your box, and make sure you have one hand on each side, one leg on each side when your chest touches the ground at the bottom of your burpee. Both heads of the dumbbell have to touch the ground at the bottom. That's a standard I see people skirt a lot in that. You can switch the dumbbell any way you want, overhead, in front of your face, on the ground. They're not setting a specific standard for that this year, so keep that in mind because that is different than what we've seen in previous years. 2-footed jump on the box jumps, and you can step off however you'd like. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, and the other thing on the dumbbells, make sure that you don't use the non-lifting arm to touch your leg. That's also something, I have a tendency of doing that, but those are also no reps.
Yep, so setup on this workout is pretty straightforward. Set the dumbbell directly next to your box. Generally, it's because you're starting your burpee on one side and you're finishing on the other side. So if you pick one side to put your dumbbell on, when you finish your burpees, you have to walk around the box and get to your dumbbell. So basically, right next to your box in the middle of the box is going to be the fastest transition. And be mindful of the fact that when you finish your burpees or your burpee box jumps, what your footwork likes to get to the dumbbell, and then vice versa. Sorry, a little stupid.
I do that all the time, so it's totally normal. It actually sounded perfect.
In the demo, you saw they jumped over the box and had to walk back to their dumbbell. That's how you have to set up when you're doing something on camera. We've learned that from our throwdown demos, but don't face the same way every time. When you jump over, just turn around and grab the dumbbell, whichever way you're facing.
With regards to repeating this workout, so she alluded to the fact that a lot of people had to repeat 21.1. That was a new movement, new standards. The likelihood that people were gonna mess that up was pretty high. For this one, you've done the workout before. The standards should be easier to meet. If you're in the design, we're doing a simulation in the Elite and the RX division. So hopefully this is kind of a one and done, hit it, be proud of your effort, and move on, making sure you meet those standards and have an optimal setup.
Yeah, let's talk about points of performance. I think the first thing is looking at what the top scores were in 2017. So for the males, it was 9 minutes and 57 seconds. I think that probably will be beat by someone this year.
If I did it, I'd probably beat it.
Max 8:57. For females, it was 9:46. Then we also looked at the top 5,000 or the 5,000th average, because I think that's close to where you'll see top 10%. It's probably gonna be a little bit faster than that, but for those that are on the bubble or fighting for a top 10% spot, males were 1350 at 5,000th place in 2017, and females were 1520. But again, I think that you may see those scores even faster this year.
Yeah, it's hard to predict, and I think if you're concerned about what that number is, Beyond the Whiteboard's been putting out some good data about a day into collecting scores on their app. So pay attention to that. Maybe follow them on Instagram and just pay attention to that because it'll give you a target for what that 10% looks like on this workout.
That was a very nice plug you put in there.
I'm not paid by them.
They're doing good work for sure.
All right, let's talk about the movements. The first one is a burpee, and I think that this is the biggest separator for all elite, RX, intermediate, those that are just trying to finish the workout. So let's go out to the floor and talk about a couple techniques that you can use in the workout.
That's what we always do.
All right, we're gonna talk burpee technique. Wait, where did Max go? Oh well, who cares? All right, the best way that we have found to do the burpee box jump is very similar to the burpee step-up technique in a bar-facing burpee. So Mia's going to demo that. You have to straddle the line, so you're facing the box. As she gets up, she's gonna bring one foot forward, and then that second foot's gonna step up and basically come in line with the opposite foot. And then from that position, she jump on the box, spin off, and as soon as she spins off, when that second foot hits, her hands are going to the ground. So we'll show you some full speed ones in a second. You can see as she goes down, as soon as she steps up, second foot hits, lands, spins, hands come to the ground each time. The other option you have, and this would be like for those that want to go full speed on the workout, you could do a 2-foot jump, 2-foot land. This is not going to be sustainable for most athletes, and in fact, the athletes in the demo did not do this the entire time, but obviously that's an option for you. We found the step up to be a little bit faster. Now, during the step up, there's 2 ways to land in the box. For those that aren't great squatters or can't breathe in the bottom position, you're gonna wanna catch in a little bit higher of a hip position. So you see Mia's hips were a little bit higher there. Let's demo one more of those. This is gonna allow you to be able to breathe the entire time. And again, if you don't have good ankle range, good hip range, good knee range, then that's going to be a better option for you. For those that are good squatters, can breathe in the bottom position, a better option for you may be to land in the bottom of that squat and then quickly step off. This way, when we've tested it, is a little bit faster. Obviously, you're not having to stand all the way up. But again, if you can't breathe in that position, it's not going to be sustainable for you. For burpee speed, you just saw Justin Medeiros go like 3.1 seconds per rep, which is blazing fast and almost unrealistic for most people. So the way that we'd look at this is you have to have your burpees be as sustainable as possible across the 75 as opposed to just going out hot and redlining. So if your burpee range is maybe 3 seconds for your fastest rep and 10 seconds for your slowest, we would recommend starting at like that 5 or 6 seconds per rep and try to keep that the entire time, then go out and redline early in the workout. Anything else that I need to talk about, Chris, or should I just jump?
Man, burpees are so fun.
All right, for the dumbbell snatch, I feel like the separator for elite is the speed on the down pull. If you watch Medeiros and Quant go, you saw that separation was pretty wide in terms of how fast Medeiros' actual snatches were. He's a little shorter, but I don't think it accounts for that speed. For other athletes at different levels, like intermediate athletes, they might actually consider taking the dumbbell down, putting it on the floor, and switching on the ground. It's a little slower, but maybe potentially will allow you to keep your burpee speed faster later in the workout, which I think is what the biggest separator is for people.
I think the biggest thing for the dumbbells, if you know that you can't go unbroken, pre-plan your breaks. Obviously, there may be deeper sets where you have to break even though you don't plan on doing that, but have a plan and have a friend next to you that's counting down your rest time. Hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, or whatever you need to make sure you can get back on the dumbbells quickly as possible.
Just remember that there's not enough time to be gained on the dumbbells by pushing into a level of pain that you're not going to be able to recover from on the burpee box jump overs. If you're going unbroken to just have to go slower on burpee box jump overs, it's not worth it. Take some breaks, use that to help keep your burpee pace up.
Yeah, I think, and jumping off on that point, that kind of leads to transitions. If you know that the burpee box jump is a much harder movement on you, but it's also the biggest separator in the workout, the transition from that movement to the dumbbell might be done with a little bit more haste. It's just easier to pick up a dumbbell and start your reps. And then on your way back to the burpee box jumps, maybe taking 2 or 3 seconds longer in your transition to make sure that you can kind of get recovered and get through that set with appropriate footwork and going unbroken through the reps.
This workout is a breather, so that means that you have to warm up well. We have a warm-up video that Mike and Kyle put together on our YouTube channel. We'll put the link in the description down below. Hopefully, right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
That's true. And then whatever else we have tonight,
Yeah,
Chris,
I mean,
Max.
that's all we got for this week. We will not be doing a second thoughts video on this workout for your repeats because we've already seen a ton of people at every level do this workout. All the tips are in here for you to crush it. If you do it a second time, watch your video review. Good luck on the repeat. I don't know if you'll see other content from us before the close of 21.2, but maybe. We'll see. Good luck.
Now that's my team right there.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, that first take fucking sucked.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.